Anthony Slater here with Darnell Mayberry inside the Peak after the end of what it was a extended homestand, 8 of 9 games at home. The Thunder go 7-1 in those 8 home games. A lot of points in all these games, including tonight. They wrap it up with a 127-117 win over the Lakers. Let's talk about the good first. The offense, obviously, again, 127 points. Russell Westbrook, another great game. The bigs were all great. Enes Kanter in particular. What do you have? 25 and 16. Just
that's what it says right there. 25 and 16.
25 and 16. Then I'm right. He's given them so much. In every single game, we're just seeing more and more how unique player he is, considering this franchise's history at that position.
Yeah, but I also think you got to give Russell Westbrook credit.
Yeah.
I mean, he's averaging 10, almost 11 assists since that trade, and he's really getting Enes Kanter involved. And I think that's really helped this offense a bunch. It's one of the reasons why they've been scorching lately. They're really looking for him in that pick and roll, and he's doing a great job of catching and finishing and getting to the free throw line and making his free throws. So I think you got to give Russell Westbrook a lot of credit, and you also got to credit Enes Kanter for making himself available and really producing once he gets opportunities.
Yeah, guy I want to talk about, 2 out of the last 3 games, Dion Waiters against the Hawks. I think he had 26 on 11 of 18 shooting. And tonight he goes for 20-something on, let's look, score sheets right here, 23 points on 10 of 16 shooting. So, and 7 of 10 in the paint tonight, 8 of 11 the other night against the Hawks. He said it. He had a film session with Scott Brooks, and he's shown us that he is attacking more. I think the key is he says he's not worried about the contact. We have not heard him yell "and one" at all.
I have. You haven't? I have.
Oh well, I put in my story that I haven't because I haven't.
Okay.
But he's playing better.
He's playing much better, and I think the key is he's not settling. I didn't talk to him after the game. I know you did. But he has said that he's not settling for layups anymore or step back jumpers anymore, or not as much. He's trying to get to the rim and finish. And lately he's been dunking the ball and not just trying to lay it in, because he has been missing his layups. He's really taking it in there with force and authority and dunking the ball and making sure he finishes.
They really need it right now too with all these injuries. Obviously Durant, Ibaka. He's provided the offensive boost they were hoping when they acquired him. In the deal, the one bad part tonight, I don't know how much you wrote about it, but the 117 points for a bad Lakers team. We've talked about it a little. This kind of just seems like who the Thunder are. They're going to score a ton of points and give up a ton of points. Yeah,
they got 11 games now to get it fixed, because if they do make the playoffs, and it's likely that they'll be the 8th seed, they could still get 7, but they get the Golden State Warriors. You don't want to try to outscore them, especially with perhaps no Serge Ibaka, perhaps no Kevin Durant. You just can't outscore those guys. If the Thunder was healthy, maybe I would say that this is one of the teams in the league that could. But if they're not healthy and they don't have Durant and Ibaka, I just don't see it. So they got to really figure out a way to shore up their defense in these last 11 games.
Quickly, 3-game trip coming up at San Antonio tomorrow night on a back-to-back. Then this weekend a back-to-back, I believe, at Utah Saturday, at Phoenix Sunday. What's a successful trip? 2-1?
I think you have to beat Phoenix. They're right on your heels still.
Don't
3 games.
Have to. You're 3 games.
You're 3 games behind. If
it
you
takes
lose it,
away
that's
the
an
cushion.
entire game.
It takes away the cushion.
And I don't know if, like Scott Brooks said tonight, you don't want to have to rely on scoring 118 points to win. At some point, maybe this offense is going to cool off. So, you got to beat teams that you're fighting for the playoffs with. And if they want to get to that 7th spot, they got to beat Dallas when they come home after that. So, it's an important stretch, no doubt.
Let's go to Dion Waiters, Russell Westbrook, and Enes Kanter, and see what they had to say about tonight's win.
Just playing our game, did a good job. I think just staying in attack mode and finish well in the paint.
Enes got going really well early on. What did you see out of him, just the way that he was relentless on the glass?
Did a good job of being aggressive. Enes has great touch, especially around the paint, and you've seen that early.
Russ, you guys have won a couple in a row. Everyone's got playing their roles a lot better. Do you think this team's getting used to playing without Kevin Durant?
You can never get used without playing with one of the best players in the world. But our job is to come out every night and compete at a high level.
Dion said he had a film session a few days ago, and it kind of convinced him to go to the rim more. Have you seen a more attacking Dion Waiters the last few games?
He's doing a better job of finishing. He's always been in attack mode, but I think he's doing a better job of finishing in the paint.
Let's go to Dion Waiters, Russell Westbrook, and Enes Kanter, and see what they had to say about tonight's win.
Anybody else for us?
Tonight, Steven finishing around the rim. Ennis, of course, doing his thing. I don't know, it's just great. We just really need to pick it up defensively and had a couple slip-ups early in the first half and scored too many points, but we got the win.
Dion praised you guys, the bigs in particular, for the way you guys could run. How hard is it to get out and run and keep up with the pace you guys need in a game like this?
For me, it's just effort. Just giving a lot of effort and just running the floor. I mean, you got some legs and you put them to work, so that's what I've been taught. So that's really it.
Who's better? Will there be a battle, your dunk or Russell's?
Russell. There's no comparison.
Once again, y'all dominated on the boards. Just how effective has this big lineup been for you, especially over these last 4 to 5 games?
Really good, especially having a couple bigs out. Us young guys have stepped up big. I think the last couple wins we've had, we've out-rebounded them by quite a bit. So as long as we can keep it going, Ennis and Steven and I on the offensive, defensive glass, getting out, running, transition, I think we'll be in good shape. Just my main focus, just attacking, being aggressive, getting to the basket, making plays for myself and others. So I told myself here on out, I'm not bailing any guys out no more. With jump shot, if I'm open, of course I'm gonna shoot, but my game is to get it down the hill and attack and create for myself and others.
You said you're getting your feet wet. How high, do you have to set the ceiling for yourself, as far as playing wise?
I mean, it was a matter of time before I got really, really comfortable. And being that I'm in the starting lineup, I'm able to get going early. And when I'm able to get going early, I'm out there, I feel good, I feel the game out, and everything else just comes easy to me.
You mentioned that film session a couple of days ago. How eye-opening was that? Or is that overrated as far as the difference in your game, that film session you mentioned you had with Scott Brooks?
No, we watched some before that. It was just a matter of time of me really putting it together, putting everything together for when to attack, when to shoot the jump shot, things like that. I knew it was coming sooner or later. I've been working really hard, practice, getting a lot of shots up, just getting prepared.
You worrying less about contact on the
day? I ain't worrying about contact anymore. I'm gonna get it or I'm not gonna get it. The way my style of play is, I'm a physical player, so dip the shoulder a little bit. They think I'm being too aggressive, so I just gotta stay that way, man. Just continue to keep tagging.
A little late for the second half tonight, just.
Huh? Oh yeah. Stomach. I'm good though. Yeah. Who I eat?
All right, thanks, Dion.